take a look.
It only takes one thing to get you into the alt-right pipeline, and most people are in denial that they're within that pipeline. Motivational quotes like the one I just stitched, alt-right pipeline. Half of gym TikTok.
Dude, I see a lot of TikToks nowadays that are like that, by the way. Like I've been seeing like a crazy amount of TikToks like that. I love that like TikTok was like, "Oh, we're combating misogyny by taking down Andrew Tate," but then like TikTok is still a fucking hellhole infested with incredibly reactionary TikToks, like all over.
TikTok, and half of Jim Bro TikTok is alt-right pipeline. Men who watch Jordan Peterson because they got their feelings hurt and nobody cares about men, so Jordan Peterson appeals to their emotions. That's how the alt-right pipeline gets you. Same thing with radical feminists who become TERFs. That's how the alt-right pipeline gets you. That's how the shade room gets you. They post your favorite celebrities saying controversial things, and then you start to agree with them. You start to be anti-gay. You start to be anti-trans. And, you know, I will say that a lot of the black community is already...
The thing is, like, you're already there. You're already there, and they're just reinforcing it. Because, like, it's hard. It's infinitely harder and unironically escaping the matrix when you literally go against the pre-established hierarchies like that.
Homophobic and anti-trans anyways, but like that's a separate story. But anyways, like there's just start to be anti-gay. You start to be anti-pipeline.
What are you saying?
They post your favorite celebrities saying controversial things, and then you start to agree with them. You start to be anti-gay. You start to be anti-trans. And, you know, I will say that a lot of the black community is already homophobic and anti-trans anyways, but like that's a separate story. But anyways, like there's just so many avenues from Hollywood to media to everything. It's all the alt-right pipe.
Also, it should be reactions in Crowder and Shapiro and then Tucker Carlson. Thank God I turned away from that. I love the fact that I got out of the alt-right pipeline, can now see it everywhere. Most white people are anti-gay. Why didn't you say that? I agree. It's true. The thing that frustrates me about like, oh, the black community is anti-gay. It's like, yeah, every community is anti-gay. Everyone. Every community is homophobic. Every community is transphobic. Not just like the black community, right? That's why it's always strange when people like single out the black community to be like, yo, they're so anti-gay or they're so anti-trans. I'm like, what? Okay. And it's this like weird take. It is weird. It's a weird take because like it's true. But if you single it out, the black community is super anti-LGBT. I'm a black woman. No, I know. But if you single it out, it comes across odd because like white is the default position. And even if you're a black person saying that, you're still, depending on the context of the situation, even if you're a black person saying that, you're still falling into that like weird white supremacist attitude that like white is the fucking default position. So you can separate some white people as anti-gay, and you don't just immediately think all white people are anti-gay or a big chunk of white people are anti-gay. Like you never think about it like that. And that, again, still comes from white supremacy. Like, that is a white supremacist construct. Like, yeah, of course, there is a fuckload of homophobic, transphobic shit that happens in the black community. Guess what? It happens also in the white community as well to the same fucking degree. But because white people are considered the default, you automatically have this like way of, whether you realize it or not, you automatically have a way of saying, oh, those are Trump supporters. That's different. Those are different kind of whites. But you don't have that same way. You don't have that same way of parsing through it when it comes to like the black community. Just take the train at this point. Holy fuck. I mean, yes, LA traffic is the worst. I can't imagine how much of a life is wasted in a car in LA. Can't wait for Boring Company and Elon Musk to get rid of this problem. But like also, I mean, trains would be the only way to fucking solve this. I saw this before, but Elon Musk is unironically against it. So how do we deal with that reality? You know, making TikToks about don't do hard drugs memes or the alt-right pipeline is the most brain dead leftist take, and it's exactly the problem. No, it is right wing. It is inherently right. Those TikToks are straight up inherently right wing, bro. They are. What do you mean? It just like comes from this weird fucking like you are hyper individual. You are individual, like you are an individual and you have control over your own life in this way where it's like the systems can never, get you to self-medicate or anything like that. You know, it's just like, it just undermines structural analysis by basically fucking turning it on the individual in its actions, which is weird because like, look, this guy just figured this out. Look, this is awesome. This is why I do what I do. Look, holy crap, you're right. There's no actual proof African Americans are more homophobic. It's just conjecture from various people. No, guys, don't make fun of them. This is why I do this. Shut the fuck up. You've probably had a moment like that as well. You've probably had a moment like that on this broadcast as well. Don't make fun of the guy. It's true though. I mean, it is. There's no like. I wish more people would fucking recognize that. That's like genuinely an issue. Is that most people don't recognize it. I'm a black woman and I just had the same moment, Lamont. I mean, that's well. Again, you can be black, but when you live in a white supremacist society, as a black person, you're still getting fed white supremacist propaganda all the fucking time. So like your existence and the way you see yourself and others around you in your own community are still completely fucking motivated by that kind of social conditioning. Like, this is so funny. Look, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Don't you feel like the W community is more homophobic? Bro, are you fucking insane? Have you seen Twitch outside of like, do you just watch the W community and then me? Because yes, if you just watch my broadcast and then maybe every now and then watch like, I don't know, another like 60K fucking chat, then yeah, you're going to have that assumption because you're comparing the rest of the internet to just this community. Please stop talking about black people. Us black viewers don't deserve your weird opinions. Yeah, definitely black. Every community, especially on the internet, especially on Twitch, is like insanely fucking, it can be in certain points, insanely fucking homophobic, insanely transphobic. He said fair, respect. Okay, don't ban this guy, please. Bro, just saying black people aren't homophobic is weird. Bro just said saying black people aren't homophobic is weird. Well, I didn't even say that. I just said the black community is not in any way, shape, or form like more homophobic than other communities, okay? But because of white supremacist conditioning, people have a way of turning the black community into a monolith or hyper-focusing on that. And that is the frustrating thing. So like every time someone singles out the black community for like its bigotry, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I did not say the black community is not homophobic, but it's every community that is homophobic. It's just like, it's social conditioning. We have this weird hyper focus on the black community. And anyway, but that part of the discourse, as far as like, people on Twitter talking about like how you need a leftist advice guy or whatever, who doesn't just exclusively talk about theory or anything like that. My take on it is I'm right here, man. That's why I do what I do. That's why I don't just like exclusively cover all this, exclusively cover the news or whatever. Fucking Christ. Dude, this gets me every time, bro. Lahmacun koymamışlar orospu çocukları, kafayı yiyeceğim ha. Lahana sarması ne abi? Üçe koymuşlar ya sarmayı. Manyak mı lan bunlar?